Royal fans have poured into the heart of London to experience the flag-lined roads, pomp-filled processions and above all, brave a miles-long line for the once-in-a-lifetime chance to bid adieu to Queen Elizabeth II, who died after an unprecedented 7 decades on the throne. And while they're here, they're packing hotels, restaurants and shops. Visitors crowding into central London from as far away as the US and India for the historic moment are giving a boost to businesses at a time when the British economy is facing a cost of living crisis, fueled by the highest inflation in 4 decades and predictions of a looming recession.
This is the history, this happens once in the lifetime. This is a history. So we became a part of it.
We're also blessed.
We are really blessed to be here.
The pomp and pageantry leading up to the funeral for Britain's longest reigning monarch underscored the royal family's power as a global attraction, from an elaborate military procession for her crown-topped coffin drawing live viewers around the world, to piles of flowers filling up Green Park near Buckingham Palace, and gift shops hastily churning out souvenirs commemorating the Queen's life as people clamour for mementos. Hundreds of thousands are there to pay tribute to the Queen in the 4 days that her body lies in state ahead of her state funeral Monday, pushing up demand for hotel rooms in central London that in some cases have doubled in price. Hundreds of world leaders from US President Joe Biden to Japan's Emperor and Empress, plus their entourages, need places to stay as they arrive for the Queen's funeral. So do police officers coming from around Britain to help with security. Occupancy levels could reach an all-time high of 95% according to London-based group booking platform hotelplanner.com.
Very busy. Since last 2 days we've been extremely busy. We usually open at 9, but for last 4 days we managed to open from 7.
Also on the route, Jason Rich's food stall, Fed by Plants, was doing brisk business selling lentil burgers.
First of all, they were going first to get some waters and drinks, but now they're buying food because the weather is changing also, and it's a long queue, it's a long waiting. So definitely he had a good boost on the business.
The UK was already an attractive place to visit as demand rebounds for international travel since the COVID-19 pandemic, and the weakened pound, especially for American visitors, makes transatlantic travel more affordable. The British economy is reeling from rising energy prices spurred by Russia's war in Ukraine, driving the worst cost of living crisis in a generation. The government said it will cap energy bills for households and businesses, but prices are still painfully high. Inflation is the highest in the group of 7 economies at 9.9%. With that backdrop, the money being sent by visitors offered a glimmer of hope.
After the state funeral on Monday, many of our hotels may be less busy, and it's the way the market responds in relation to the laws of supply and demand. But speaking to our hospitality sector, not just our hotels, but restaurants, bars, and pubs, they've had an awful 3 years because of this pandemic. This is a period of national mourning, and people want to come to London, and so it's hardly surprising when you've got hundreds of thousands of people coming to London. Our hotels, are incredibly busy.
Some analysts predicted the overall economic boost for the UK from the royal mourning period would be limited. That's because it would be offset by supermarkets, retailers, hardware stores and other businesses closing for the funeral Monday, which has been made a public holiday. A week after the Queen died at Balmoral Castle in Scotland after 70 years on the throne, the focus of commemorations was in Westminster, the heart of political power in London.